Early week college football Thursday game. We've got ACC action here. Virginia Tech taking on NC State. And right now we see the NC State Wolfpack here at home. Currently a 13.5-point favorite at home, 40 being the total here in this game. Both of these teams did not play on Saturday, so it's pretty much a bye week here for both Virginia Tech and NC State coming into this game. Virginia Tech's just been dreadful this season, outside of beating a Boston College team, which has not been very good, and a Wofford team out of the FCS where they also did not cover. They have gone 1-4 ATS, 1-4 straight up their last 5 games, blown out by West Virginia and North Carolina and Pitt. And to be quite honest with you, they were getting blown out by Miami until Miami fell asleep in the fourth quarter, and Virginia Tech got 14 points to make that game much closer than it should have been. Don't be fooled by 20-14 2 weeks ago in that game. Virginia Tech was dominated again, outgained by 201 yards by Miami in that game. This is just not a team I'm looking to back whatsoever going into this game. I could only lay it with the home favorite here, but I want to see, will we see Devin Leary back? No, we will not, because he is out for the season with the torn pectoral. And the problem here is if you're going to lay this kind of number with NC State, you got to trust a quarterback that has shown you pretty much nothing here in the first couple of games. Jack Chambers, it has been a struggle, to put it mildly, for him. The loss to Syracuse, their last game before the bye, 24-9, only 160 passing yards for Jack Chambers in that game, 18 for 30. So it was not a very good passing attack for NC State. You got to wonder if maybe, though, the extra time to prepare will get this kid, Jack Chambers, into a situation where he's well prepared. He's got time to gain some chemistry and some timing and some, rhythm with his receiving core. I do hold the door open for him to have a much better game at home against a defense that's fallen flat. I mean, Brent Pry's got to be upset with the way this defense has played. 3 of the last 4 games, they've allowed at least 33 points. So I'm still leaning hard to NC State. I still might pull the trigger on NC State. That is how much I do not trust Virginia Tech. And NC State's pretty good on their home field. Let's remember that. They beat Florida State. They shredded UConn. They beat a very good Texas Tech team, you'll remember, 27-14 at home earlier this year. They've been a good team straight up in ATS at home. NC State are pass for me. I want to see some reports, though, throughout the week to see how this kid is progressing in practice, Chambers, because he's going to have to step it up if NC State's going to cover a number like this. Conor, what do you think here? Vatek, NC State.
Yeah, I think, he's got to step up and get, he's in the line of fire. He's a starting quarterback now with no Leary. I think this one's simple. This would be a good game to get him going a little bit, against this Virginia Tech team, who played all right. Miami kind of got out on them. They backdoor covered. We all saw how Miami, I was like, take Duke, was worried, and they had a great second half, beat Miami. So that's Miami. That's a whole nother thing. But one thing we can count on is this NC State defense. They've come to play, especially at home, like you mentioned. They've been very, very good. I think the number is a little bit large. Like, if he plays well, they could cover this. But I think even at 40, Babano, I'm looking at the total. I'd only be on the under here. I don't know how Vatek really scores, more than 2 touchdowns in this game. So, yeah, maybe like a 23-7 type game. That's what I'm figuring in this one. So, yeah, lean the Wolfpack and lean under.
Yeah, that's why that total is at 40. You've got a Virginia Tech offense led by my favorite quarterback in college football, Grant Wells. I'm being facetious, of course, who continues to struggle for them. But again, the NC State offense with Jack Chambers hasn't shown you a ton yet. We'll see if NC State can get things rolling here offensively. I like I do say, I'm leaning toward laying the points. And even if NC State covers, this could still stay under. You could easily see like a game that ends up 31-7. Honestly, in this game, and it stays under the total. So just be mindful of that.